Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm here doing the challenge, the Final Fantasy X challenge, and that's with no spear grid. Spear grid is basically the leveling up stats for those of you who haven't played the game or don't know what that would mean. So let's go ahead and start a new game and get right in. And this is just an FYI, I will be cutting out all the cutscenes and stuff like that. This isn't a, walkthrough or something like that. This is just a challenge, and I'll just be showing fight scenes and stuff like that. So just me going through the game and just how I would complete it without the spear grid.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
Alright, so here's some little kids are going to ask for our autograph. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just delete that, go in, type, no grid. And then confirm, yes. So like that, every time I sign in, I'll go ahead and show in that it's the exact same profile, same way through, and every time in combat you'll see that name, so you'll see. Alright, just basically that's all I wanted to show. I think I got a little mini trophy there. I actually did 2 things during the cutscene. That's how long those things are. I mean, sometimes I just wish you could cut through them, just because I already know all this first part of the story by like memory. But oh well. You're lucky you guys don't get to see it due to the power of editing. I mean, because I think a lot of it would just be me being silent. I don't think I could ramble on for like the hour-long space of cutscenes that are around.
Get out of my town! Some can't wait to die.
I don't know. Editing this is going to be fun. Alright, so here's something interesting and a great technique that I'm going to use to start finishing the game. And it's the overdrives. And the cool thing about overdrives is that depending on which ones there are, you can affect the whole field or you can affect one enemy. And so that really helps when you're in a boss battle or somewhere down the line when you're in battles with really big monsters. Excuse me there. There'll be one monster in... Oop. Oh, okay, there we go. There's one monster in particular that I'm talking about. It's called the Malibro. And basically what it does is that it almost always gets the jump on you. And unless you have a special ability called Initiative or First Strike, it will always kick your ass with the specific move that it has. And if you're not properly equipped with it, then it'll kill you within 2 turns. So fighting monsters like that is a really big deal. And using the overdrives is how I'm going to get through the first portion of the game. And we'll see how I'm going to get past the second portion of the game as well. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and do a couple of battles. I'm kind of thinking of whether or not I should be doing just boss battles and how I get past them. Maybe a few either optional boss battles, which aren't really bosses, or like some battles that go by that are kind of tricky, just tips and tricks on how to get out of those. So I think it'll be pretty fun, just me going ahead and trying to survive with no spear grid. And during the cutscenes I'll go ahead and make myself sandwiches or clean my room, something, I don't know. I definitely will be doing other things during the cutscenes, so. Alright, so save spheres are another thing. As you can see, I have other saved out. I'll go ahead and erase this one. But yeah, if like you're ever low on health and mana and stuff, you go ahead and walk up to a save sphere and you get full everything, basically. It's a free healing. Good trick.
What are you laughing at, old man?
Ah, damn. The thing that's not so great about tutorial battles like this one is that sometimes when you know what to do, they stop you from doing it so that you go through the progressions process, and it's a real big pain in the ass. Especially because this is like my 20th time playing this game, so. Just for the record as well, it may look like I'll use haste, but I'll probably, through some of these battles, just speed it up due to time and editing and stuff like that. I'm not sure how long I'll be keeping these videos anyways. I know if I go ahead and try to record for too long, that takes a lot of time and a lot of space, and so I'll be keeping these videos pretty short. It all really just depends, but we'll see. Pause. On pause. Here's another good reminder right here. I don't know. I'll probably show you how I'll get. I don't know about this. I'll probably show some things that happen in story, a couple of puzzles and stuff like that, just because it is important to get something that's important here that we'll be coming back for. But I don't know, we'll also have to do a couple of other things. Oh crap, I forgot about that. So, the thing about that I was talking about, optional bosses and stuff like that, this is one of them. Right here is a mandatory fight, but like, there's a boss here that you have to beat, and he's really difficult even with a lot of the things you have from the sphere grid, so a good thing is maybe that I'll have enough items that will help me out in the battle, but I don't think so. I forgot about this, and this was my main plan. I'm gonna have to think of something real quick. So yeah, this is the guy that I was talking about right here, and when you fight him right now, he's really easy, but later he starts busting out status ailments and a bunch of other stuff like that, so it gets really crazy. Alright, yeah, another save sphere, that's important. Go ahead and just save that. Here we go. There's only 2 doors in here, right? I believe so. Oh, there we go. Grabbing that herb, grabbing that herb. Woo! Another high potion. Let's all get high potions. Let's all get high potions. Oh man, I'm bored out of my gourd. Hole, hole, hole. Oh, I know what that is. Here's another door. Oh no, that's where we just came from. Okay. I get you. I'm always confused there. Always has more doors than it needs. Spark it up. Alright, so here we go with another easy bass bottle. In case you're wondering, the reason why I didn't show the other bass bottle, or like the ending of it, is because it literally took only just about 3 hits for me to finish the sequence off. I didn't finish him off. This one we will be finishing out the fight, but that one it was just like 3 hits and then you run away. So that's the only reason why I didn't show that last piece. Or maybe I will show that last piece, I don't know, but this is basically just an introductory video anyway, so it's me getting past the first levels and getting past all the minor details in the bosses. I've been thinking I might show a couple of chests. I don't know yet. Maybe not. I don't know.
You on my side?
So what just happened is that this chick just came in and decides to start helping us, and now we can use items. And items are going to be really, really prudent in what I'm going to try to do. So I'm actually going to be using her a lot in this one. I usually don't use her that much, but in this one she's going to be more important just because she can steal items from like this. She can steal items from fiends, and so I'll be needing a lot of her items just so I can make better equipment for myself and just win. God damn, leave her alone. There we go. Pause. Unpause. Alright, so something I had said earlier that I realized is that I said this basically isn't a walkthrough, but I guess like if you're planning on doing this too, it could be a walkthrough, but if you're not and you're just watching this, well then it's a walkthrough either way, I guess.
Oh, almost forgot.
So right here they're gonna teach us about the spear good, which is absolutely useless to me, but I guess you guys can go ahead and just see what the spear good's all about. And basically, like I said earlier, it's like a leveling up system. I'll go ahead and leave these slow enough just so you can pause and watch it and see how it actually works. But basically each one of those spheres has a property, and it's always like 10 or 20 or 15 or something like that. It's a variation of 5. And so some of them deal with speed, some of them attack, defense, magic defense, and each the more AP and experience you get, the more experience you get, the more AP you get. Or yeah, one of those ways. And then so you get more levels, sphere levels, and then you can move more spaces. And then when you move spaces, if you're next to another one, you can activate the spheres and everything. So like right there, it's showing you. And even though I actually gained a couple of spheres a little while ago, but even though we're not using them for this particular thing, Riku has a cool ability where you can combine items and use them as attacks. So having the spheres with us actually gives us a lot of firepower if I can start making the right things. Which I'm glad I have her little sphere, not her sphere chart, her mixture chart, because otherwise I'd just be wasting and wasting items trying to figure out what blows up what or what heals what. So here they're just explaining the UI of it, but there we go. That's the sphere grid in a nutshell. Pause. Unpause. Alright, so now we're underwater, and we're going straight into a fight. And sometimes there will be these underwater battles. I think those would be more difficult later on in the game, just because it cuts my capabilities down by a lot. And so, especially magic use, because as weak as these guys are, sometimes the best way to do things is with magic. And a lot of my magic users, well, there's one magic user and she doesn't go underwater, so that really bumps things down. But like I said earlier, if I get enough items, some of them actually inflict elemental properties onto targets. So items are a really big thing. So having Riku steal and steal and steal and steal is a really big thing. And also, I was thinking about it more in this video, that I might go ahead and show you guys a few things, just basically how I mix and craft items for specific equipment, just to show you guys like stuff that I've come up with, and really great ways to help the game whichever way you start playing it. So if you guys start seeing some things that I start doing, I'll pretty much explain them before I actually do them anyways, so that's always a good thing. Mainly the crafting things that I'll be doing. I'm trying to think of more ways to win battles and more creative ways, but I think I've pretty much come up with a lot of good ways to start. The way to end mainly is just with Aeons generally. You have to start off pretty strong with items and later with equipment, but I think it all comes down to, at the very end, you'll need Aeons. And when it comes down to that, like in water battles, the summoner can't go underwater, so it'll rely more on items and stuff like that. So always having, even in a regular gameplay, you always want to have a lot of items. Like with me, in my other saves, I never try to go below 80 items of every item I have. So if I can buy the items at a shop, I'll go ahead and max out by 99. And if I can't find them in the shop, then I go ahead and try to find the fiend or monster that has the item, and then I'll just steal it, or I'll bribe them for it. I'll do something, but I always try to keep high items no matter which way I play it. But this one is more item based than the others. So like in the other games, when I start playing and I start using the sphere grid is what really takes it off. But not in this one. So items, equipment, and aeons is how you beat this type of playthrough. Alright, so quick bit. I'm gonna come over here. Just cause later it'll be a pain to come back. I don't think I'll have to come back. Oh, maybe I might. But either way, we're gonna grab this little item right here and save it. I'll tell you what that's used for later. Although I don't think it'll be very helpful this time around. So, let's do this.